Hello, as you know, my name is Aitwar, and in this video I want to perform you a theme of script writing. Source of all information in this video is William Frogg's book. It's called Screenwriting Tricks of the Trade. So if you have an opportunity or an access for taking this book, don't waste your time and start off. Every day we or other people watch a lot of movies. These movies are either different or same. So we can watch epic blockbusters with A-class Hollywood actors and with a lot of outstanding visual effects. On the other hand, we can watch simple, easy movies with a pleasant atmosphere and a charming story. So, this word, story. Story or script is the main aspect of each movie. Not actors, not visual or sound effects, not even money. Story. Story. And again story. Think about it and you will agree. William Frog offers three main stages of making a good script. There are thinking about the script, writing the script, and selling the script. So, if you're ready, let's start our way.
To see any and all movies and to study each one and learn how to write screenplays in the process. If you know what to look for, every viewing will become an important learning experience. Method of William Frog is simple. See movies as many as possible and take from each one the important lessons that each has to offer. But this doesn't mean that everyone can catch pen and papers and begin to write plot with dialogues and describing scenes. After watching Pulp Fiction, Fargo or American Beauty, don't think you know every aspect of script writing. So about the idea we are going to talk. Screenwriters of 40s, 50s and 60s studied the movies that came before them, and they took the screenwriters' art up to great heights. As once it was told, we all stand on each other's shoulders. You can make every movie a learning experience. I never see a film without analyzing the story structure, the core conflict, the line of action and counteraction, the opening signal. Every movie you see is a potential learning experience. There are no exceptions. Even the worst ones will teach you what not to do. It's good to notice that William Frog's book is such understandable and interesting. Although it was published in 1992, more than 20 years ago, how it's written there are no rules but truths of writing the script. So you have an idea and the book helps to identify it between the lines on the paper. Thinking about the script. Of three sections, the first, thinking about the script, is far and away the most important. Many screenwriters think about their screenplays for months and sometimes even years before sitting down to write. This is the period of time when you make notes, think about your story, jot down possible character names, beats of dialogue, think about your theme, and most of all, develop a strong line of action and counter-action. Writers who go back and rewrite during the actual period of putting the screenplay on paper are doomed to never finish. The best way to avoid this crippling error is to thoroughly think out your screenplay before sitting down to write it. No matter how much time that may take, it is time valuably spent. Otherwise, you might very well fall into the writer's worst trap, writing in circles, going over and over the same material, each time with slightly different text, leading nowhere except to endless rewriting. Here is an important tip. If you feel a need to go back and rewrite sections or scenes of your screenplay in progress, make notes in the margin about the revisions you'll have in mind. But keep writing forward. Do not pause to make changes. Rewrite your screenplay after you have completed it. It is very helpful to know your theme before you begin to write, though it is not absolutely necessary, but you had better know it before you finish the screenplay. Story. A dramatic story is any series of events having vivid, emotional, conflicting, striking interest or results. Commit this definition to memory, then pin it up over your desk in large letters so you can view it as you develop your story. It is your litmus test. If your story meets this definition, you are well on your way toward a good screenplay. It doesn't matter one bit how often your story has been told before. You must retell it better, with a fresh and different approach. If you can do that, your story will seem like the newest idea ever presented. Remember the eternal paradox. There is nothing new under the sun, and everything is new under the sun. When you tell an old story in a new way, it becomes a new story. Story sources. We are all swimming in a sea of stories, more than we could use up in a lifetime. Here are a few great story sources that are right in front of our noses and therefore frequently forgotten. First, nothing is better than the feature sections of any day's metropolitan newspaper. Great movie stories abound. Read them aloud to get the full flavor of the drama they contain. Check each one that attracts you against your dramatic litmus test. Does it have the necessary elements for a strong dramatic story? Second, the public library is a wonderful and unlimited source for great movie stories. Public libraries have so much rich material that any writer serious about his or her work can spend all the time he or she has available there. One important note of caution: although much of the material you find in a library is in the public domain, which means the copyright has run out and it is available to any and everyone, do not under any circumstances attempt to start your screenwriting career by adapting the work of others, particularly novels and short stories. Professional readers will immediately see that neither the characters nor the story are yours. Third, building a story through a character. Character is story and story is character. They are each byproducts of the other. That is one reason that new screenwriters begin their story search with an exceptionally strong character subject matter. No matter the risk, the lives of famous or infamous people are the stuff of great screenplays. If you've got such a project in mind, advises to go for it. If you don't, you'll always regret it. Fourth, autobiography as story source. Digging up incidents from your own life is a chancy business. Autobiographical material works when you have enough distance for it to see the meaning of the experience. William Frog rarely recommend young writers try to start their careers with autobiographical material. You alone decide what you are going to write. People like teachers, agents, etc. who tell new screenwriters what will sell are often wrong. Nobody knows what the market will buy, and nobody knows what the audience will pay to see. Master screenwriter William Goldman said it succinctly in his book Adventures in the Screen Trade. When trying to figure out what the audience will pay to see, nobody knows anything, says Goldman. The glue. Your series of events, which we call scenes, must be held together by something that connects them one to the other, or you have no viable story. The something that will hold this series of events together like glue and turns them into a workable story is what the preeminent Greek scholar and philosopher Aristotle called the imitation of an action, and what screenwriters call the line or the spine. To make your story really work, you are looking for a single line of action and counter-action. So you have the subject and are beginning to work out the possibilities of a story. No doubt some characters are beginning to come into focus. What is it that is going to make these random elements in your head into a cohesive whole that will allow you to begin to write your screenplay? It is action line. Okay, we've got the glue and it's workable as an action line, but it is worthless unless you create a line or lines of counter-action. This is the opposing force, and it is the source of the essential dramatic tension, without which you have no workable story or screenplay. The opposing force or forces are the roots of drama and conflict. So let's see some examples. One of the most popular movies by famous director David Fincher. Experienced detective has only one last week before retirement, but he meets two problems: a new young partner and dreadful murder, after which the other ones would be followed. This is a main line of action. Crazy maniac kills people according to the 7 deadly sins and also plays unpredictable game with the detectives. This is counter-action. Pacific Rim by Guillermo del Toro. Line of action. People all over the world unite and build huge robots in order to defend the mankind from the attack of giant monsters. Counter-action. Intention of the monsters to seize the earth. And between these two main parts of the story is epic fight. Sensational film Untouchables has a good, vivid line of action. Two different men meet each other and start to build strong and warm relationships. Counter-action. One of them is in low social position. The second one is a disabled person who doesn't believe that one lovely day he can walk again.
Two tabs on your tongue. I heard the shepherds, I heard the sheep sleep, now my only one. Broken sweethearts, who sleep apart. Most of pine, hillside spines, moon sleeps out. To pose, now shush. She makes the sound the sea makes to calm me down. So slowly you're so thin. As I begin rubbing others out, your state worsens on my skin. And gold, Violet's finger to live 1, 2, 3, 4. Hush. To pose, now shush. She makes the sound the sea makes to calm me down. She makes the sound the sea makes. I'm tired now.
The sea makes knee deep in the North Sea.